How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my Texas coast road trip. My name is Jay, and I'm about to take you on a trip along the portion of the Texas coast. From aquariums to the longest barrier island in the world, the Texas coast has so much to offer. Before we get started, it would mean the world to me if you can give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Now into the video. How's it going, guys? We just made it here to Padre Island National Seashore. We'll be spending the whole weekend here in Padre Island and Port Aransas. We just made it to our campsite. We have campsite number 1 for the night. We just pitched up the tent and we have some good beach access. So we're gonna head to the beach right now. This is how the tent looks. As mentioned, our camping spot was right next to the beach access trail. This was very convenient for us, and we only had one neighbor to our right, which made it feel like we were more secluded. The only thing I did not like about coming through this little trail right here is that there's a lot of stickers, and I've probably got like 4 stickers on my foot right now. We also set up a second tent on the beach. The park ranger told us we can camp on the beach as well, just as long as we're still in the campground boundary. We could not distinguish where the boundary ended, so we just set the tent up as close to the sand dunes as possible. I'm a native Texan and I grew up going to South Padre Island and Port Aransas, but I never visited Padre Island National Seashore and never knew it existed. The National Seashore has a different vibe to it, feeling more secluded and quiet. This is actually the first time I've been to a Texas beach since 2017. After setting up camp, we headed to the visitor center again to get my national park stamp and to look around. There was an observation deck with chairs so visitors can relax while looking at the ocean. You can also drive 60 miles down the island if you have a 4x4. We have an all-wheel drive but didn't want to take a chance of getting stuck in the sand. Not having a 4x4 makes the park seem a whole lot smaller, but we didn't let that take away from the experience. We went to the west side of the island to Bird Island Basin. There was also a campsite here and it didn't seem busy at all. All campsites in the park are first come first served, and there is also primitive camping on the beach past the paved road. This spot is popular for parasailing and it also has a boat ramp. We went back to our campsite to eat dinner. I'm actually trying out these hobo meals. For those who don't know, hobo meals are just essentially food that you put inside foil. You fold it up and then you put it on the coals, and I'm trying that out right now. Hopefully it goes good. I forgot to take a video of the food, but it came out pretty good. Not too bad for my first time. We backtracked the next day by going to Corpus Christi and visiting the Texas State Aquarium. It was a bit pricey, but if you take your time and visit when they have a dolphin or shark show, you'll definitely get your money's worth. I usually don't visit aquariums, but this aquarium was very nice and it has a wide variety of interesting marine life. They have a few sections where you can touch some of the marine life like baby sharks, jellyfish, and stingrays. I think my favorite spot has to be the jellyfish exhibit. These animals look like they're from a different planet. The aquarium also has an exhibit dedicated to the Caribbean with flamingos, parrots, and dart frogs. Turns out we came at the right time because they were having a live dolphin show. There is no additional cost to see this show. Show times can vary depending on the season, but I recommend checking out the website for a more accurate schedule. I also recommend getting a seat very early. All the bleachers were full by the time we got there and we had to stand for the duration of the show. After the show, we went back to the Caribbean section where they have a large tank of sharks and other fish. Before leaving, we went back outside to see the otters. We arrived in Port A, which is short for Port Aransas, later in the day. We went to Leonaville Turnbull Birding Center for sunset. As the name suggests, it is a great spot for bird watching. They have an extensive boardwalk for different vantage points. We even saw an alligator just hanging out under the boardwalk. He was huge and didn't want to move at all. We had a tour the next day, so we decided to get up early and kill some time at Charlie's Pasture. Charlie's Pasture is a nature preserve with great bird watching. You can explore this preserve by walking the trails and the boardwalks. Unfortunately, they were working on most of the trail, so we headed to Roberts Point Park. Roberts Point Park has a fishing pier and an observation deck with great views of the Corpus Christi channel. We still had time to kill, so we headed to the beach for a while. It was finally time for the tour. I thought we were only doing a dolphin watch tour, but apparently it was also a shrimp tour. The tour goes through the Corpus Christi channel and the Lydia Ann channel. We saw a few dolphins out in the distance, but they kept their distance and never got close. The tour guide threw a net in the water in an attempt to catch shrimp. He didn't catch much shrimp given the time, but he did catch a lot of crabs. And showed each catch to the group. We stopped at Rockport on the way home. This was my first time at Rockport and I was really impressed by how calm the water was. I'll have to come back and make a separate video on Rockport next time. That's a wrap for the video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already.